Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be decorating my fitness planner for the week of June 16th through the 22nd. But first, let's go over how I did last week. So, you guys, guess what I did? You guys are going to be so proud of me. I finally got back on the elliptical. I love the elliptical, but I hate the elliptical. And when I was on my weight loss journey before, I used to do an hour on the elliptical, an hour on the treadmill. I talk about this all the time. And then on the days I did body pump, I would sometimes do body pump with maybe like the treadmill or the elliptical, depending. So I hated the elliptical, but I love the results. Because when I worked on the elliptical, when I did my workouts on the elliptical, that's the only time, besides body pump, where I really felt like I had worked out. You know what I'm saying? So it's different for everybody. Everybody has their own machines they like to use. And that's fine. It's your own journey. It's your weight loss journey. It's what you like. Everybody does not like the same thing. I'm speaking for myself. This is how I feel when I'm working out and what I do when I'm working out. So always do what's best for you, what you like to do, because if you don't find the joy in working out, you will never keep up with it. So do the things that you can tolerate or that you don't mind doing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm just speaking for me. Working out on the, like just going there, walking on the treadmill has been great. It's a good way to get right back into the swing of things. But I still always felt like I'm not really working out. It's like, okay, you're walking. That's for me. So even though I was dreading the treadmill, the elliptical, because I know it works me. It works me out. And I know my cardio, of course, hasn't been the best. So being on the treadmill for the past couple of months is like, okay, helping me. And it's like, okay, maybe now the elliptical won't be as bad. So I did 30 minutes on the elliptical on Wednesday. I did my body pump on Monday, of course. I took the Tuesday for my rest day and needed it. Actually, no, not this week, which is weird because I slotted Tuesday for my rest day. I actually kept feeling like Tuesday I could have went to the gym, which I probably should have, but I didn't go. But I wasn't too bad off, maybe because I wasn't in there trying to prove anything on Monday, my body pump class. But so I went Wednesday. I did 35 minutes on the treadmill, did 35 minutes on the elliptical first. Then I went to the treadmill. After the elliptical, I want to tell you guys, I was ready to get the heck out of there. I was like so done. But I was like, no, at least do 30 minutes on the treadmill. And so you have your full hour of cardio. That elliptical whooped my behind, okay? Seriously. And I kept thinking the whole time I'm up there, I'm like, I used to do this for an hour. I used to do this for an hour. Really? I was doing this for an hour? Okay. Yeah. But I'm not going to quit. Even if I do this once a week, the elliptical, I just need to do it because, like I said, leaving the gym on Wednesday was the first time, besides when I do body pump, but just like on cardio days when I'm just doing the treadmill, most days I come out of there and I feel like, okay, you did something, but it's not like I did anything. To me, that's the way it feels. And I do incline and I pump up my, pump up the speed. So I'm not in there just like, la, 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 la on the treadmill. I really push myself. But to me, I don't know. It just still doesn't feel like I'm really doing anything. So Wednesday, that little 35 minutes on that elliptical put me down. Okay. Yeah, put me down. I'm going to tell you that. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going because I'm going to build myself right back up to that hour. And yeah, and I want to keep track of my strides too, because before the highest I got was over 9,000 strides in an hour. So I want to keep track of my strides this time. So I did 4,196 strides in 35 minutes, which I think is pretty good, considering I think when I first started doing the elliptical for an hour a few years back, I think my amounts was like, I think I started like a little over 7,000. That's where I started. Maybe really like towards the end of 6,000 into 7,000. I think that was my sweet spot in the beginning. So this is a pretty good number for starting off on the elliptical. I do want to say this too. It would have been easier, I think, if I were holding on to the handles, but I try not to on the elliptical with my right hand because my wrist has my watch, and if my wrist is not moving, it's not counting steps. So I try not to hold on with my right hand. I hold on with my left, but I try not to. Sometimes I do if it gets really difficult for me. In the beginning, like I was holding on with my right hand, well, towards the middle, I think. I was holding on with my right hand a little bit, but then I try not to because, like I said, it doesn't count my steps, and I want my steps counted. So that was another thing. So that's another thing that kind of makes it difficult for me on the elliptical, is because I'm always conscious about not holding on with my right arm. So yeah. You got to take what you could do. Like, you know, if it didn't matter to me, then, you know, I would hold on. But because I'm really conscious about my step count right now, you know, that's what I have to do. So surprisingly, I got over 10,000 steps, which kind of surprisingly, because when I got off the elliptical and I checked, it was like at 5,000. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, if I do 30 minutes on the treadmill, I was probably just going to get the same amount of like 8,000 or so. But so I was surprised. I got over 10,000. So I was like, another part of encouraging me to get back on the elliptical, because my numbers are higher when I do the elliptical rather than just doing the treadmill. So that's a good thing. That's going to keep me motivated to do the elliptical more, is that step count. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, I did go to the body pump. Even though, let me tell y'all, I was so wore out from Wednesday's workout. I was just like, I'm going to go. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to go. So I did end up going. I surprised my own self. But Friday and Saturday, your sister was done. Between this workout Wednesday, between the workout on Wednesday, get your words out, and Thursday's body pump, I was done. Friday, my body was like, I wish you would. And Saturday, I was still like kind of drained, and I was like, you know what? I just need some rest. I need to be able to sleep in, and I need to rest. The class is at 9:30. I think I didn't even get up until 9:15. That's how tired I was. I was tired. You know, because Friday I have to still get up early for work. So Saturday was my first day that I could actually like sleep. And yeah, I took advantage of that. So I was like, okay, if I got up early enough, I would have went to the class. But my body was just tired. I was tired. Other than that, I did have a good week. So I'm going to try to keep the same schedule this week. Hopefully I'll be able to make it to the Saturday body pump, and then still do my cardio on Friday. Even if like on Friday, even if I just go for 30 minutes and just do the treadmill, at least I went. You know what I mean? I don't have to go in there and kill it on Friday, but I still want to get at least 30 minutes on the elliptical for the week. If I do more, that's fine throughout the week, but I want to keep it a small goal for right now, because again, I'm not trying to overwhelm myself and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I can't even say that anymore. I was going to say it's like I just don't want to go. I can't even say that anymore. A friend of mine reached out to me yesterday, and he was asking me how my weight loss journey was going and stuff, if I was still going to the gym. And I was like, yeah, like I'm at a point where I don't have a choice. Like this is where I am. And this is where I was at before when I lost the 70 pounds. It was like, that's where mentally, that's where I am. It's like, I enjoy going. I don't want to make it seem like a chore, but the reality of it is I have to go. Like, it's either this or what? Get bigger and bigger and bigger, because I work a sedentary job. I work from home. And if I'm not mindful of my activities, there will be no activities. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I go to a workplace and I'm walking all day long and doing this and doing that. It's not like that. You guys seen my step counts when I'm not at the gym. They're barely making 1,000. So I really have to be mindful of moving my body and exercising. If I don't do this, like, you guys, I'm going to be like out of control. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, there is no should I, shouldn't I. It's I should go. I need to go. I have to go. Like, this is where I am. And that's the whole point about this journey, is just being honest about where you are. You have to be honest with yourself. The biggest lies that we tell is the ones that we tell ourselves. And that, to me, is so true. You have to be honest with yourself and where you are and say, look, I need to get myself together. Nobody knows you better than you. So you can fake it out here for everybody else and act like, but you know you. And I can act like, oh, I'm happy big and, I'm doing it. Girl, okay. But at the same time, you and I both know we need to get ourselves together, period. So I can't even fake it anymore. I can't even be like, oh, no, it's real. If nobody ever tells me, I know I need to get myself together, period. That's it. Before I start decorating, let me tell you what I'm using. I'm going to go super neutral this week, black and white. This is Noir 1 and 2 from PlanningPriss. This is her floral sheets. And then I just got all black and white. All black and white. The workouts is in rainbow color. I don't really care about that stuff. But the majority of the stuff is black and white. So that's what we're going to do this week. The quotes are already in black and white. So we are all good. But yeah, that's the whole thing about this journey, is you have to be honest with yourself. You really do. You know where you stand. You know what you can do, what you can't do. You know what your what your triggers are, right? You know the kinds of foods that you cannot be trusted around. Like if you're a sweets person or savory, or you like chips, you know your vice, right? You know your vice. So you have to be mindful of those things and understand that maybe where you are right now, you can't be around that. You cannot buy that. You cannot have that. And it's fine. It's fine. This is your personal journey. This is not anybody else's. This is your journey. You know what you need to do, and you know what you shouldn't be doing. But my cousin was saying, well, I'm not telling myself, like, I'm not giving myself restrictions. I'm just having stuff in moderation. That's perfectly fine. If that's where you are, that's perfectly fine. Me and my journey right now, I can't do that. I can't. And I'm being honest, just like what I was telling you guys about the chips. I can't sit around here and say, I can have it in my, I can't. I've seen what I've done. I know that I have to say right now, no to chips. I can't, because if I do that, then it's going to be other issues. You have to know where you are. My journey is not the same as her journey. It's not the same as your journey. We're at different places, different mentalities, and different areas of our journey. Some people could handle some things, some people can't. You have to know where you are, and that's where your success is going to come in. This is not the journey, I'm telling you right now. This is not the journey to be comparing with other people. Weight loss journey, you cannot do that, especially not with weight loss, because like I said, we all have different vices. We all have different issues. And if I tailored my weight loss journey to my cousin's weight loss journey, I would never get it. I would never make it. It would never get done. That's her journey. It's not mine. And I couldn't tailor myself to somebody who's killing it in the gym every day because that's just not where I'm at. And if I try to do that because somebody else is doing it, all I'm going to do is be hard on myself, get more upset, more depressed, and probably never go back. So, just letting you guys know, this is not the journey to be comparing yourself to anybody else. This is your own personal journey. Chips is not her vice. That's my vice. So to her, having a bag of chips probably is nothing. To me, it's everything. Her thing is sweets and stuff. To me, that's nothing. I could have cookies in my house and they could sit here all day. I don't really care because I'm not a sweets eater. But that's not to say that I'm better than her, she's better than me. It's just we have different things that we like to have or we need to have control over. So this is not... You can give advice to people, you know what I'm saying? You can listen to advice. You take it all in, right? You eat the meat, you spit out the bones. Anything that applies to you, you take it and be like, okay, yes, that's good advice or whatever. Oh, yeah, I could do that. And if they're saying something that you know that that's not what you can do right now or it doesn't interest you, that's fine. You don't have to go out here and be Superwoman and Superman because you see somebody else do it. It's your journey. If all you can do right now is get on the treadmill and do 30 minutes and for you it's a workout, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. That's what you are doing. That's what you are doing. And that's fine. Because guess what? It's better than not doing anything at all. And then you build up your tolerance. I didn't jump back up here and hit that elliptical. I was terrified, to be honest. Still am, kind of. And that's what I was doing before. And I was getting discouraged because I wanted to, after not being in the gym for how many years and months, I wanted to jump back in there and do the same things I was doing when I left. And then got so down on myself because I physically couldn't do it that I got so discouraged and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. You have to start from where you are. And I had to learn that for myself. And even now, I'm not going to say that it still doesn't bother me. It does. Because last week, when I looked in the mirror and seen myself, I'm going to tell you right now, I was still not happy. And still almost got discouraged or whatever. It was like, no, this is why you're going. You just got to keep going. Just keep going. And it'll change. But you got to start from where you are. Start from where you are. This is not the journey. I'm going to tell you again, this is not the journey to be comparing yourselves to other people. This is not the journey to try to do what everybody else is doing. This is not the journey for it. It's not. Because your body will tell you, sis and bruh, no, we're not. You ain't even about that life, so let's just stop. So, this is your own personal journey, and you will start to see the results. You'll start to see the NSVs. Even like last week, when I put on one of my t-shirts that was starting to become too tight. Their clothing, like them sizes will snitch on you. If you don't, you can walk around and ignore it if you want to. But let me tell you something. You start squeezing yourself in them 2X shirts and you have to go back out and start buying 3X. It's a sure sign. Somebody need to back up off the plates. I wish I had listened because I had got down to a large. And a large was almost becoming too big. And I watched myself get tight in the large. I watched myself get tight in the extra large. I watched myself get tight in the 2X. And then that's when I was like, okay, we're not. Like, you got to stop. It's just got to stop. And I'm sitting here sometimes mad at myself because I'm like, you should have calmed down when you got in the because where was that? A large was almost too big. So I think I should have just started heading on back to the gym when the extra large started to get a little tight, that was my body going, sis, something's got to give. But because I was used to wearing 3X, to me it was like, again, like, oh, you're still not that big, you know? The lies you tell yourself. You see what happens? That's a prime example of the lies we tell ourselves. Oh, you're still not that big. And now here I am. Almost in a 3X. But now, like I was saying, this week I put on my 2X shirt and it was a little loosey-goosey. And I was like, uh-oh. You know who, I'm going to tell you the first thing I thought when that happened. I was like, come on, elliptical. I gave credit for the 35 minutes I did on that elliptical. Sure did. Not anything else. Not because I've been going to the gym and body pumping. It was at 35 minutes on that elliptical. I know it was. So silly. Listen, anything to keep me working on that thing, okay? Anything to keep me going back. That's what I sure did. I was like, ooh, let's go elliptical. You doing it? Elliptical probably had nothing to do with that. Probably. I know it didn't. Not for 35 minutes. I'm acting like I was on that thing all month. 35 minutes. Uh-oh. It's hilarious. Yeah, but do what you can do. Do not compare yourself to anybody else's journey, especially this one, because you will not be a happy camper, and it will not keep you motivated. I compete with myself. You see how I look at my stats when I'm walking on the treadmill. My thing every time is to get better than I was when I went the last time. That's what keeps me going. I just compete with myself in my own head. That's what I do. And these steps, labels, I got from the Happy Planner's very first fitness sticker book, which I don't believe is no longer available. And these water trackers I got from Hell of a Plan, her fitness sticker book. I was tearing them baby carrots and hummus up this week too. It was so good. I got the roasted red pepper hummus, so good. I put that there. Let me leave this. Oh, the doll. I'm like, this needs something. I'm going to use this doll. This is Live.Love.Posh's Chic Fitness. And we are going to use her. Oh, I could use her too. She's in white. Maybe not. Okay. All right. Should we? Oh, we need quotes. We got a couple over here. I need some over there. I'm currently under construction. And you don't quit. Okay. Okay. And then I'll just write in what I, what I did. Like for this, I put my miles and stuff in the middle there. And I think that is it. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I want to put my little widget tickets on here, little icons. So Wednesday is cardio. Friday is cardio. And I'm going to use these. I'm going to use the smaller ones. Let's use the smaller ones. Okay. And that's Healthy Hero. That's another one I think that is no longer, you can't find that anywhere anymore. All right, we are done and done. Ready for the week. I did a little grocery shopping yesterday. And I might grab a few more things maybe tomorrow after class. It's like meats and stuff. I don't think I have enough chicken. I got, did I get 2 of the ground turkeys? I got more fish. So I think I just might need some chicken. Maybe a pack or 2. Yeah, to bake it or something. Maybe with some potatoes. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Oh, my fruit. I didn't get any fruit. I got watermelon yesterday. But I still want to get my honeydew. I want to get the cantaloupe. Maybe some strawberries. Yeah, some blueberries to make my fruit salad for the week. Haven't done that yet. Only because every time I think about it, it's after like I'm leaving class, like leaving the gym, and I'm like thinking about carrying all that stuff upstairs, and it's like I am too tired to be carrying melons and everything upstairs. So that's one reason why I waited. I got the watermelon yesterday, so that's good. And I still, like I said, I have to get my honeydew. I need to get the cantaloupe, and I thought there was another one I wanted to get. Honeydew, cantaloupe, strawberries, the blueberries. I can't do pineapple. I wish I could, but the acid messes with my mouth. I thought there was another melon, though. I think that's it, because I got the watermelon. Yeah. Well, I'll see when I get there what they have. But those are the main ones I want to get so I can make my fruit salad. All right, so that's going to be it, you guys, for this Plan With Me with my fitness planner, ready for next week. I used some stickers from Chic Fitness from Live.Love.Posh. I will have her website as usual in the description, along with my code Mika10. That will get you 10% off of anything on our website, not including box sets or bundles. Like I said, I used Healthy Hero from Heavy Planner. This is no longer available, but they have a couple more of the newer fitness sticker books that is available on their website, so you can check them out. I will have that linked. I also used the water tracker stickers from Kelva Plans Fitness Basics. I will have her website linked, and the usual sweat, smile, repeat accessory that's not available anymore either. So I think that's all I used. Oh yeah, PlanningPriss. She was a decorative element. This is her Noir sheets 1 and 2 that I used. I will have her Etsy shop linked in the description. I do not have a code for her, but I love to use her florals in my fitness planner because I have so many of her florals that I haven't used yet, and I figure this is another great way to use them because I don't use a lot of them. Like, I don't need a whole, as you guys can see, I used 2 sheets and still I have a lot of them left. So these are good to use, I feel like, when I'm using my fitness planner because it's the way you use your stickers. And I am more focused on making sure I have the space to log all of my workout things and my eating and all this other stuff. So it's good just to have a few pieces of decorative elements in your planner to make it a little nice and cute and pretty. So that's it. So yeah, that's going to be it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you are notified when new videos are uploaded. I just wanted to put something here. This looks weird. Just showing like that. And again, if you are on this journey for weight loss or you're thinking about it, you're still not sure, you should still subscribe, still check out the videos. It'll get you motivated, hopefully get you inspired and encouraged to get back in there. Get back in there, you guys. We got to take care of ourselves. We only get one body. That's it. And we got to take care of ourselves, especially since we're getting older. And you know, the food just don't run through us like it used to as teenagers. And when we were younger, that thing will sit in your body. I know for me, it takes about 30 to 60 business days for a popsicle to run through. Just saying. I just feel like my body just holds on to every single calorie, every single pound for dear life. And so that's where we are. And I have to come to grips with that and just realize I just have to exercise. This is it. It's either that or just eat like a mouse. So there's that. So, and have you seen these commercials for these restaurants? I mean, come on. So you have to, there's got to be something. There's got to be some kind of negotiation. If you're going to eat and enjoy food, you got to hit that gym. You got to work out. You got to do something or else you're screwed. So there's that. So that's it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Also, please have a great week. Make sure you drink your water, eat your healthy foods, and get your workouts in. We can do this. You got this. I got this. We got this. And stay safe, please. Okay? And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.